Some great news for Social Security beneficiaries. Some major changes, including increasing benefits, will likely be coming as a result of a recent announcement. I have all the details and what you need to know right here in this video. Let's get right into it. Alright, this is pretty exciting for Social Security beneficiaries as we are finally getting more information on the announcement we've been waiting for a very, very long time now, which is Social Security reform. Yes, you are hearing this correctly. We are finally getting some new information on this, and the announcement came right out of the key person that we wanted to hear this from, which is John Larson, the chairman of the House Ways and Means Social Security Subcommittee. So let's get into it and discuss what John Larson is now saying and what they are projecting in Congress. This is pretty exciting stuff. All right, let's get into it and discuss all the details. However, really fast before we do, thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, please make sure to subscribe by hitting that button right down below the video. I'm here for you, right by your side every single day as your one and only daily advocate. I'm watching everything very, very closely. I'm watching all this information that hits the wire, and I'm breaking it all down into these short videos every single day so that you can stay updated with everything going on as it pertains to money, benefits, packages, checks, stimulus, raising of your benefits, reform to these very important programs, as well as so many other things that I'm watching every single day, trying to help you out in any way that I can, keeping you updated and helping you navigate this time that's very confusing as well as very busy with all of these things that are being announced literally every single day. So anyway, thank you so much for being here. I truly do appreciate it. Please make sure to subscribe down below so you don't miss any updates going forward during this very busy time, and I will do my best to be right here by your side and to make sure that you're staying updated with all this very important information literally every single day as it is hitting the wire. All right, this is cool stuff. Let's get into it because we've been waiting for this announcement for probably, a year? Maybe more? I'm not even sure how long it's been, but we've been waiting for this for a very long time, and Congress may finally be taking action on this thing. I mean, it's unbelievable. All right, so let me talk you through the details on this. John Larson, remember him? This is a name that we've talked about here in separate videos and here on the channel a number of different times. John Larson is the architect behind the Social Security 2100. We talked about this one a few times here over the last maybe year or so, but this is something that he actually introduced way back in 2019, the Social Security 2100 Act. That was the original iteration of this. However, he recently introduced a new iteration as of about maybe a year ago or so, the Social Security 2100, the second iteration of this. However, here's the thing. He recently confirmed to Think Advisor that yes, the House Ways and Means Social Security Subcommittee will be bringing this up for debate very soon. Yes, unbelievable, right? I mean, seriously. We've been talking about this for so incredibly long right now. We've been hearing it out of Congress for months and months and months, literally since probably November of last year, saying, oh yeah, we're going to talk about it before the end of the year. Well, here we are, practically halfway through 2022, and they're talking about it right now. And John Larson, again, he is the chairman of the House Ways and Means Social Security Subcommittee, and he confirmed this to, like I said, to Think Advisor that yes, the House Ways and Means Social Security Subcommittee will be bringing this up for debate, and they'll be working on the process of bringing this through relatively soon in the markup phase. This is pretty good stuff. Here's the thing. They're finally going to be talking about this. They're finally going to be bringing it up and finally working on this thing. This is like the first step in like 50 steps where they need to take in order to get any of this enacted. However, let me tell you some of the things about the Social Security 2100 that you certainly want to know about this. This is that one package it's the one piece of legislation. It's not a package. It's a piece of legislation that's out there right now to actually reform Social Security in a pretty big way. In fact, they want to do a couple different things. Number one, they want to raise payroll taxes above or implemented for those people earning over $400,000 a year. That's number one. That probably doesn't impact anybody here in the community, and it doesn't really matter because here's the fact. They want to bring in that extra payroll revenues to actually continue to pay into the Social Security Trust Fund so that this thing can stay solvent for many more years to come. At the same time, they also want to adjust the way that the annual cost of living adjustment, otherwise known as the COLA, is also calculated to the CPIE, which is the Consumer Price Index for the elderly, versus the CPIW, which is what it is currently right now. So again, another really good adjustment to actually raise benefits a little bit more each and every month. Now here's the thing. Remember that recent report that I had out maybe 2 weeks ago, maybe a week and a half or so ago? I talked about in that report, because of the cost of living adjustment not actually calculated in the same way that it should be every single year, over the last 22 years, the average Social Security beneficiary has essentially lost $590 of their monthly benefit from the last 22 years because the benefits have not been adjusted accurately going forward, right? So this is one of those things out there right now within this Social Security 2100 that would actually increase that and actually change it. Therefore, the raise that we'd be getting every single year as a result of the COLA would be more accurate to the actual expenses that we're actually dealing with right here, right now. And as of right now, the CPIE is also about 1% higher than what the CPI number is as well. So, it's sitting in the mid 9% range. So, again, another little adjustment that would certainly help out a lot. Now, in addition to that, there's about 8 other provisions within the Social Security 2100 that actually reforms the Social Security program, raises benefits, and does all kinds of things to help out millions and millions of beneficiaries. Pretty good stuff. However, just like so many things out there, there is kind of one little setback and one little downfall about this. Let me tell you about that so that we're all on the same page here. That is, the provisions within the Social Security 2100 would actually expire in 5 years. So it's not a permanent thing. It would only be like a 5-year fix. So I would say that this is probably one of the biggest downfalls about this, is that it sounds great, does a lot of really good things for the program, helps out a lot of beneficiaries, but at the end of the day, all of this would essentially end in 5 years. So yes, it would actually help the solvency issue. However, the solvency issue that we're currently dealing with right now is extended out until 2033. So about 11 years from right now is when we're potentially looking at insolvency within Social Security. However, this program would actually extend that by 5 years, out until about 2038, roughly, give or take a little bit, but roughly 2038 is when this would push it out to. So it would help the insolvency issue, but at the end of the day, when all this stuff expires in 5 years, again, it's going to be helpful for the short term, but then all of a sudden we're going to be right back in the same situation, right? So again, this is kind of one of the bad things about it. But what else is nice about this too as well, the original iteration of the Social Security 2100 way back in 2019, a few years ago, did not actually expire in 5 years. So again, you can see the differences between these two provisions here and these two plans. Anyway, the fact of the matter is, they're going to be talking about it. John Larson has confirmed that they will be bringing this up here relatively soon, and it's going to be working its way into the markup phase as well very, very soon. Now, let me throw this out there as well. We've been hearing this, again, probably since, November, maybe December of last year. We've been hearing it from a very long time now. 6 months at least we've been hearing this for now. They said, we've heard this talk out there, that they want to bring the Social Security 2100 and the SSI Restoration Act, again, that one is specifically focused on SSI beneficiaries, through Congress simultaneously at the same time. Now, they would likely not be working together in the same bill, but rather they'd likely be working their way through Congress side by side, kind of on like 2 tracks, like what they were talking about with the last packages last year in 2021, right? So anyway, pretty exciting stuff. As we continue to get more information on this, of course, I'll be right here for you, breaking it all down, letting you know what John Larson and what Congress is doing as a whole as they continue to push this through. But finally, seriously, they're doing something. It's unbelievable, right? We've been waiting for this one for a very long time. The simple fact that they're finally going to be doing something about this shows us that maybe they're actually going to start moving forward with this, and it may actually get the light of day on this thing. So, pretty good stuff. And again, like I said, this is like step 1 of like 50 different steps that this thing needs to go through. But the fact is, it is in movement now. It is in the time, it's in the transition period. That's good, right? It's very, very good. It's unbelievable. Like anytime that Congress says even anything about Social Security or fixed income benefits, we certainly want to listen very closely, because it's not that often that Congress comes out and talks about any of these fixed income benefits, which is kind of weird to me, because As of right now, between all of these programs, there's over 70 million beneficiaries. And the simple fact that they only talk about it kind of sparingly seems really weird to me, because 70 million people is a pretty big percentage of our population, right? It's like, what, 15% or something of our population are fixed income beneficiaries, and they only talk about it every so often? I don't know. Seems kind of weird to me. Seems like something that should be talked about very, very often, considering it's a huge percentage of our population, and thousands of people are drawing on these benefits every single day or applying for these benefits. So I don't know. Seems to me like it should get a lot more focus. Anyway, some pretty exciting stuff here. As I do get more information, of course, I'll be right back here for you, breaking it down, helping you out in any way that I can, and making sure that you're staying updated with all these changes that may be coming to Social Security. Anyway, I hope this one helps you out. Please make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Share this video with your friends, family, social media, and of course, go back and check out some of the other thousands of videos right here on the channel. Thanks again for watching. I really do appreciate it. Enjoy your day. Until next time, stay safe, and I'll catch you again later in the next video. Finally, finally some updates. All right, thank you so much. I'll catch you again later in the next video. I'll see you for now. See ya.